Victor Wembanyama, a 7'4" freak of nature who seems to have no glaring weakness on the court. Ever since Wembanyama started gaining mainstream attention in France, the majority of people knew that the man was going to be a problem. I mean, he is nicknamed the Alien for a reason. We have never in history seen a 7'4" NBA center being able to break down guys off the dribble, pull up from the logo, whilst also leading the league in blocks by a landslide. The man almost won DPOY in his rookie season, goddammit. There has never been anybody else like this. Or has there?
Look at my eyes, yeah, look at my eyes, yeah. Look at my eyes, yeah, look at my eyes, yeah.
Kristaps Porzingis, the Latvian 7'2" power forward drafted to the Knicks in 2015.
Who the fuck is Tingus Pingus?
Porzingis was truly the first ever high-volume three-point shooter at his height, who was also a good shot blocker. Now realistically I must say that there is probably nothing he does on the court better than Wembanyama, but everything that Wembanyama can do, so could Kristaps, just a bit worse. After getting drafted to the Knicks with the 4th pick, which led to him getting absolutely demolished by the media, he ended up shutting his haters up by averaging a very solid 14 points, 7 rebounds and 2 blocks per game in his rookie season. Something that also caught the attention of NBA fans was the fact that the 7'2" big man was on the court moving like a small forward, whilst also having really good shooting mechanics and confidence for his size. Because of his playstyle, Porzingis got the nickname Unicorn. The reason is that he was described as a magical creature, a 7'2" shooting guard. During the 3 years that Porzingis played in New York, he did struggle a lot with his efficiency, but in his 3rd year he did end up making his first and only All-Star appearance so far, with averages of 22.7 points, 6.6 rebounds and 2.4 blocks. He was almost also making 40% of his threes, which meant that his biggest problem was actually his inconsistent inside scoring. This weakness becomes a lot more important during the course of this video. After being traded to Dallas where he played 3 years and later on played 1 year in Washington, Porzingis kinda became one of those irrelevant but still pretty good players. These 4 years of low impact and mediocre efficiency play had many people doubting how valuable Porzingis actually was, but that was until he got traded to the Boston Celtics. His first year in Boston he averaged 20 points per game once again, but now on the best efficiency of his entire career. He did this whilst being the main rim protector for Boston while simultaneously being both a dangerous pick and roll matchup for the opponent and a high level threat from deep. Porzingis' mix of being a 7'2" rim runner with the ability to pull up from the logo has made him one of the most versatile bigs in the league, which is even more impressive when you pair it with a great defensive instinct and shot blocking. Kristaps is therefore my example of what a successful version of this type of do-it-all big man looks like, but then there are the rest. When thinking about 7-foot centers with impressive dribble moves and the ability to shoot from deep, whilst theoretically being good shot blockers, there are 3 centers from the drafts of 2016, 2018 and 2019 that fit the mold but never lived up to the hype that they had gathered. The first one of these failed prospects is no other than Thon Maker. Thon Maker was a 7-foot center from South Sudan who started getting a lot of attention due to his rise during the high school mixtape era. His hype coming into the NBA was so high that he completely skipped college to go straight to the pros, which led to him being compared to NBA legends like Kevin Garnett. Even Garnett himself said that he saw himself in Thon Maker, but oh boy, he could not have been more wrong. Thon ended up getting drafted with the 10th pick by the Milwaukee Bucks, and it was clear from the get-go that this man was not NBA ready. His numbers do look bad, but it's difficult to judge them due to him getting limited minutes his entire career. The thing is though, there's a reason he barely played. The eye test of watching Thon Maker basketball was one of the most confusing things I've ever seen. I mean, at surface level you would see this 7-foot rookie center making a 3 in someone's face, then dunking an alley-oop, and then right after make 5 terrible defensive reads and completely look lost in a team's offensive scheme. The best way to describe Thon Maker as a player is a demigod do-it-all 99 overall center in 2K, but with your little 4-year-old brother using the controller. The second failed prototype is the man himself, Mo Bamba. And no, I'm not talking about the Sheck West song. Mo Bamba looked insane in college. I mean, even I thought that this big man was going to be the next great NBA big. In 2018, the NBA was really starting to move towards a more analytical, fast-paced, 3-point focused era, which meant that a center like Mo Bamba felt like a perfect prospect. I mean, a 7-foot agile fast center with the longest wingspan in the league, who was athletic and could shoot threes. I mean, what could go wrong? Well, apparently everything. From the moment that Bamba got drafted, he was extremely unlucky. He got drafted to the Magic, who were back then known for being both horrible at developing young players, but also had a star center playing the same position that Mo played. This meant that during the first 3 seasons of Mo Bamba's career, he was being used as a low rotation bench player, basically averaging 6 points, 5 rebounds and 1.3 blocks on about 50 minutes per game during those first 3 years. What was clear though during those first 3 years was the lack of aggression that Mo had. Just like Kristaps, just like Thon Maker, and even like Wemby, the clear weakness in Bamba's game was his inconsistency playing under the basket. Now compared to Thon Maker, I actually believe that Mo Bamba is an NBA level talent, but his lack of aggression and honestly his own willingness to improve his weaknesses has made him a bottom of the rotation role player who is battling to stay in the league already at 26 years old. Then there's the third example. The one everybody has been waiting for. The son of Manute Bol. Bol. All things that I've previously said about hype, multiply that by 10. I mean, here we had the son of a former NBA player, a 7'2" skinny agile center once again, doing East Bay dunks in-game in high school, averaging 21 points, 3 blocks in college on 52% from 3. What the fuck am I saying? And then getting drafted with the 44th pick. Wait, what? How could a player with so much hype and such high expectations fall down into the second round of the draft? Did the NBA scouts know something we didn't? Well, kinda. Bol is an interesting player. Playstyle wise, he's the closest we've actually seen to a 7'2" guard, but the problem with that is, he kinda struggles with all the stuff that a 7'2" center is supposed to be good at. He is a below average rebounder and shot blocker for his size who easily gets sent by pump fakes. He can't really post up anybody due to his extremely thin frame, and he also does make some boneheaded decisions when playing. Now what sets Bol apart from the other names I've said so far is that he actually plays pretty good when he gets starter minutes. He is actually a pretty decent NBA player, but I need to say this to all the Bol meat slurpers. He is not a star and he will not be one. I've always seen people say stuff like, well, Bol can do anything that Wembanyama can do. Well, yeah, but Danny Green can do everything that Klay Thompson can do. Does that make him Klay Thompson? No. Bol just does not impact the game even close to the level of Wemby. And the main reason for that is, Bol is good at being a 7'2" guard, but he sucks at being a 7'2" center. I think that NBA fans and analysts have become way too infatuated with the idea of a center that plays like a guard or a wing. The problem is that out of every name I have brought up today, every single one of them has the exact same weakness in their game: the paint. Throughout basketball history, centers have always dominated the paint. The traditional big man mold is knowing how to post up, knowing how to make contact layups, and then being able to rebound and block shots. Now I will admit that the idea of a 7-footer playing like a guard sounds cool in theory, but not every NBA team needs a center shooting half their shots from 3 and trying to get in their bag. More often than not, what a championship level NBA team needs is a big who just, well, knows how to be big. Sometimes there's just more use for a Jared Allen rather than a Bol. I believe that the romanticization of unicorn centers has clouded many people's views of what a center needs to be. For every Victor Wembanyama or Kristaps Porzingis, there is a whole lot of Thon Makers and Mo Bambas. Wait, hold on. Am I seeing this correctly? 3 videos during 2 weeks? What is this? Some sort of consistency? It can't be. Well, what can I say? This is the new me. No more 6-month breaks between videos. I'm locked in. Please subscribe.
Look in my eyes, ain't fucking with y'all. I ain't tryna lie polite. I'm a rich to ice, they put it in rice. I'm thriving likely, it's no surprise.